They whispered about them in cobalt blue boxes across Europe. A secret network pulling the strings of nations, controlling the flow of gold. Is it just a fairy tale? For centuries, a family built an empire on whispers and wire. They shaped revolutions, funded monarchs, and engineered economic booms and busts. But is their influence truly still ruling? This is the story of the Rothschilds, the hidden masters of money, a saga of ambition, intrigue, and an enduring legacy that whispers of power still shaping our world. It began in Frankfurt am Main, 1770s. Mayor Amschel Rothschild, a man of vision, not gold. He saw something the world didn't, the power of concentrated capital. He and his sons built something unprecedented, a family banking dynasty built on trust, secrecy, and an almost psychic connection across Europe. Imagine a single, invisible network connecting the capitals of Europe. A whisper from Vienna could reach London before the mail coach. This wasn't just money transfer, it was intelligence. It was influence. They didn't just finance empires, they engineered them. Think of them like not a single merchant, but a conductor orchestrating a symphony of national economies. Their word was bond. Their silence was finality, the core of their power, information and speed. They built a private intelligence network, rivaling any spy agency. They knew wars were coming, treaties were forged, monarchs were weak before they were needed. They acted like a private central bank, but far more dangerous. When a nation was on the brink, the Rothschilds stepped in. They provided the funds, often at exorbitant interest, but crucially, they held the purse strings. They could prop up regimes, finance wars, and then, just as suddenly, withdraw support, causing tremors across markets. Like a puppeteer, they offered loans not just for spending, but for control. Consider the analogy of a vast, interconnected machine. The Rothschilds weren't just parts. They were the lubricant, the hidden gears. They smoothed the cogs of commerce and conflict, ensuring their interests flowed freely, unseen. Their influence wasn't just financial. It was informational. They funded exploration, science, and the arts, building a network of allies and connections that spanned the globe. They weren't just rich. They were connected in ways no one else could comprehend. But even empires can fracture. The American Civil War tested them. Financing both sides simultaneously created a bitter, financial schism within the family itself. The Panic of 1857, triggered in part by overextended credit and the sheer scale of their operations, was a visible crack. The 20th century threw more curveballs. World War I stripped them of their German assets, forcing a split. World War II saw them navigating the treacherous currents of rising ideologies. Their property seized, their members dispersed. They were forced to adapt, to bury their empire, not destroy it. Yet, even in exile, the network endured. They rebuilt, restructured. The era of the old-style cobalt box, the exclusive private correspondence, was fading. The world was changing, becoming faster, more complex. Their dominance, once unquestioned, now faced a new kind of challenge. The rise of the nation-state, the central banks, and eventually the digital age. What happened to the hidden masters? Their direct, shadowy influence waned, but their fingerprints remained. They helped build the foundations of modern central banking, then navigated the treacherous waters of the 20th century, often acting as intermediaries, sometimes as adversaries. Their descendants didn't just keep the vaults full, they kept the network active. They transitioned from private financiers to global investors, leveraging their long-established connections and capital to shape the modern financial landscape. They funded industry, supported governments, and navigated the shifting sands of geopolitics with the same shrewdness their ancestors did. But is the Rothschild influence still ruling? Today, power is more diffuse. Globalization, technology, and regulation have changed the game. Yet, Some argue the old structures of power haven't vanished. We see dynastic wealth still wielding immense influence, families controlling vast swathes of global capital and navigating the corridors of power. The idea of the hidden master persists, even if the method has evolved. Their story became, in a way, the cautionary tale of how not to build enduring power in the modern world. Their legacy forces us to ask uncomfortable questions. How much does any single family or group truly control today? How much of our economic and political reality is shaped by deep-pocketed interests operating behind the scenes? The Rothschilds demonstrated that financial power, coupled with information and connections, can be a formidable force. Their history is a microcosm of power dynamics. They showed how a family can build an empire on credit and connection. But they also demonstrated its fragility, how war, politics, and public opinion can shatter it. Their rise and fall offer lessons about the nature of money, the dangers of unchecked power, and the cyclical nature of influence. So, do the Rothschilds still rule? Perhaps not in the shadowy, whispering way of the 19th century. Their direct, centralized power is gone. But their influence, their network, their enduring presence in the corridors of global finance and power, that remains. Their story is a testament to ambition, adaptation, and the enduring, albeit changing, power of money and connections. The Rothschilds remind us that history doesn't disappear. The mechanisms of power, while different, echo those of the past. Influence isn't just about wealth. It's about control of information, navigation of systems, and shaping the future according to one's vision. Their story is not just about them. It's a lens through which to examine the very nature of power, money, and influence in our own time. They were the architects of modern finance. Their shadow, long debated, still stretches across the corridors of power. What truly endures? Is it the myth or the reality? You be the judge. What do you think? Is the Rothschild legacy a cautionary tale, a historical footnote, or a blueprint for modern power? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video if you found it thought-provoking. Subscribe for more explorations into the hidden currents of history and power. The truth, as they say, is often far more complex than legend allows.